All right. I tried to turn on all the lights so that you could see as much as possible. All right, here we go. So in the ballad, look at my notes. Page 29, we're holding in the second hit. If I look at the field, there are woodwinds that go past the 10-yard line. And so I think what we do is a ripple that goes all the way across the horn line from the director's left to the right. So those outside the 10-yard line go on count 1. And I think every 10 yards then goes after that. So in the score, this is right where they just went from the regular time. Bum, bum, bing, and we're at measure 79. And then we have measure 80, measure 81, and then on 82, we have the first resolve, and then in measure 85, we have the second resolve. So the ripple would go every measure, so it's 2 counts. Outside the 10, go. Then the next 10 yards, go. And that should take you all the way across so that when you get to the 8th measure, there's like 6 or 7 low brass left over. Eventually, I would want to smooth that out so it looks like just a ripple all the way across smoothly, but giving those, then that count structure will help. So if you're looking at it, you're teaching it, they're going go to next group, 8 groups, and they're 10 yards worth except for the first group and the last group. First group is those outside the 10, this direction, from the director's perspective, and the low brass that are outside, I don't remember the yard line, over here. And this is something that we've seen drum corps do a lot. Tracy's technique, I'm sure, is way better than mine, where we actually let the hips turn, and the knee follows that direction. Our toe comes up, it comes across this foot, then our knee starts, and our leg follows, and we go here. So that as I watch it, we have this curved motion. Again, a lot of drum corps do it. There are video examples. I think the key is kids are going to want to lead with their feet. And the smoothness comes from the hips actually turning as the knee goes this way. And then leading with the knee as we come back makes it look fluid. So that happens all the way across. Then I think at the very end, we talked about this. Beat-a-da-da-beat-a-bum, beat-a-da-da-dee-dum. The band's doing the follow the leader into the last set. And I think we add those notes we talked about. E flat, B flat, E flat, ding, ding, dong. And I think, so if I'm looking at the people that went towards side 1, and I'm doing the follow leader and I've got my horn, moving, I think they turn toward the audience on the first ding that I think we need to add, and that simply turns their hips and their feet to plant as if they're going to go to a halt, and that their head goes to the right. So I just followed 13, 14, I think it's 16, 13, 14, 15, 16, bing. So my head, my hat, everything's going this way. Bing. Then I go to normal attention. My feet are in the open position. And I'm looking straight forward. And then, dong. The head goes to the left. And we go into a demi-plie. And then we take the next 3 counts, although no music's happening, to come back upright. So I'm headed this way. Sorry. Sorry. I'm headed this way. 13, 14, 15, 16, step. And I think even if they want to, well, not if they want to, I think their body leans into that. So this foot goes into the halt position. This is the direction I was going. Ding. Then normal. Then dong. 2, 3, stop. Ding. Ding, dong, 2, 3, stop. Now, I know there are people in circles, so that we're not all facing the same way, but we're looking at the majority of the people there across the front of the field facing in this direction. So I think we teach it to everybody the exact same way as those people. Stepping this direction toward their left, no matter which way they're facing, Head goes to the right, back to the normal tension position, demi-plie left, 2, 3, stop. I think that's the two things to add. In the ballad, there's one more moment. I think we need to add something, but I want to see it live. In Time Warp, when the woodwinds are coming across from side 1, their stage right, and they get to the block, and they hold in the block from 33 to 34. I think that's a really easy one. We number them from front to back. You're either an A or a B, an A or B, an A or a B. It's 16 counts, and I really think this is just about their heads and the plumes. I think they're here and not at briefcase. Either way, it doesn't matter, and I just simply think it's A's, 2s, A's to the left or right, left. A should go to the left. So the front rank of people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then B's would go the opposite direction. So it's head to the side 2, normal 2, side 2, normal 2, side 2, normal 2, side 2, normal 2, step. And we go off to the next thing. I'm sorry, I should have set my computer to not fall asleep so quickly. Maybe I'm boring. I don't know. Alright, so that's that block in Time Warp. I really wish we could get them to loosen up. There's at least one, if not 2 places where I think it should be mojo. But I get it. Something to work on for next year, right? Closer, even though I haven't seen the drill yet. Woodwind feature. So they get into that kind of double S, or it kind of looks like the F hole, resonance hole for a violin. They get there and they halt, 13, 14, 15, 16, halt. Then the right knee is going to simply go out. So I'm leaving my toe in place, and from here forward, the ball of my foot forward is flat. So I'm just literally just pulling my knee out over my toe. Boop. So halt, 2, out, 2, in, 2. So if I go with full counts, it's halt, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on the camera, it looks like my foot's out here, but I tried to go straight out. That's better. Okay. So straight out. So I go back from the beginning. Halt, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then these are small. 9, 10, 11, 12 to get to the side. And it works well with the music. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, step. And we go to the next thing. So do all that again. Halt, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1. Same thing with the left foot as with my right. My knee is simply going out over my foot and coming back in. So that's the woodwind feature. I think it fits their music pretty well, and I think this should not interrupt their playing. At the 49C, which is the halftime feel in the closer. Grab the score real quickly. Okay, here we go. We're going to do a slow motion of this thing that they already know. So they come into that form, and I'm thinking of everything in halftime or 2 counts. So it's a 32 count hold if we go with a quarter note. With the body, I'm thinking that it's 16 counts because we're going to be going moved, moved, moved. So I get there, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, boom, boom. And again, I think you have to go through the band, and everybody's an A or a B, A or a B, or A or a B. And A should go to their left first. So 13, 14, 15, 16, hold, 2, out, 2, and then you're going to lean the direction that you stepped out. Out, 2, into, other way, out, 2, back 2, and then I think this is just 4, 2, in, 2. And that takes up all 32 counts of quarter note, 16 counts of half note. So I'll talk through that again facing this way. So he's got into the form halt, and A's go to their left, B's go to the right. So we're stepping out so that we're automatically opposite of each other. So we step out and we're automatically this way. And then when we lean with the plume on our head, our whole body is leaning. I've got the stake through my head, through my spine, comes between my feet in the ground. So 30, 40, 50, 60. Hold, 2, out, 2, lean, 2, back, 2, lean, 2, back, 2, toe, point, in. With the right foot, obviously, toe, point, in. So they're going from this right to the toe point here. The body weight will have to shift on the toe point and then pulling it in. So I think that's what happens on that first hold. We see a little bit of motion, and when they lean, it's more motion. Then it goes opposites and then back in. And then at the very end, and there are 2 more places I think I want to do body, but I want to see it live. So this is the last one I'm going to offer today on the video. In 51A, which is the final hit place, measures 37, 38, and 39. I think this is doable. I'm doing this with another group. And I think it's actually helped with a lot of their core strength because they now do it every day as part of their basics. So I think in measure 37, we are in 3/4 time, yes. I'm sorry, 4/4 time, yeah. So it's just simply taking the right foot and bringing up along the leg, up, 2, 3, 4. My knee is forward, my weight's on my left foot, out, 2, 3, 4. And this is what's going to take a little bit. It's a soft landing, but they're going to come back and put that knee out over their foot, right? So up, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and back. So this is straight. I'm leaning back on that knee, this foot, the knee's out over my toe, not cranked this way. So measure 37, 2, 3, 4, 38, 2, 3, 4, back. Yeah, and then I think they played in that position until maybe the last measure, although I like the idea of them staying here. 2, 3, 4, off, 2, 3, 4, and whatever you want to do for the down. So that's the 5 or 6 or 7. There's a few more I think to add throughout the show. I'd like to see it live. Congrats on how much the band's cleaned up just in a week, and hope to see you guys soon.